from the time that Moses first smote the rock, when God had instructed him so, Exodus chapter 17, verse 6. From that time to the time that he smote the rock the second time, when he should have spoke to the rock as the instructions from God. That period of time was rather extensive. But the interesting thing about the circumstances that led to the first time when Moses smote the rock by God's instructions to the time that he should have spoke to the rock, the circumstances were the same. There was a lack of water. They were out in the desert, and people were complaining. And they were saying things like, why did this old man lead us out here to die? We were better off back in Egypt. And it was the same mantra from the first time to the second time. And quite frankly, this just speaks to me of humanity. And now sometimes we just get weary in this life. We just seems like we're just going around experiencing the same thing over and over again with no resolution, it seems. And it just becomes frustrating. And so, when this second time, here we were, there they were, they're griping, they're moaning, they're groaning, and they're complaining. And they're saying the same thing. Why did he lead us out here? We're all going to die in the wilderness. But now, let's also be honest in our evaluation here. Because they mention here in the exchange that we're all suffering from the water. The cattle are going to die, and I'm assuming that probably some already had. So here are these people. They're experiencing animals dying from lack of water. Well, that might cause a person to become somewhat frustrated and cause somebody to act out and do as people do, and we often say things that we know we shouldn't say, and down deep in our heart we don't really mean it, but we say it anyway. And unfortunately, what becomes forefront here is emotion, and then we get caught up in anger and frustration, and Moses was experiencing all of these things. Yes, he was angry at the people because of all the griping and complaining. The people were frustrated because they were seeing cattle dying. Thus, the human equation. People, humanity, what we deal with. And so the question is how do we come to a place to where we're able to deal with this type of situation without violating our own heart and not violating the heart of God, finding a place to where we can find rest and comfort in the midst of very trying circumstances? Well, simply this. God said, speak to the rock. Don't try beating the rock, just speak to the rock. And I think there's truth there in this statement. This is Pastor Jack King, the Gospel on the Radio broadcast.